Hi, everyone. Welcome inside. Chris Adams-Wall, Tommy Thrall. Tommy, it's been a tight series between these two first-place teams. The Biscuits leading the North Division right now. The Wahoos leading the South Division.
The second half actually has gotten off to a much better start than the first half did. This team started 3-11, if you can believe that. And at one point on May 17th, they were 16-25. But that has changed since.
Garcia almost lost his face on that one comebacker off the bat of Alex Kirilloff in the first inning. He settled in after that, though, like you said, Chris. And this is a former big leaguer, a guy who was pitched 21 games for the Baltimore Orioles. He looked really good. He's a competitor. Didn't strike out a whole lot of guys, but that's not really what he needed to do last night. You drove to Atlanta after the game and then flew to Kansas City, and I think you just missed his first hit, didn't you?
We're here in rainy Jacksonville at the moment. We were going to do a field shot, but unfortunately the heavens just opened up, so we're stuck inside. MILB.com actually just released the top 15 teams with the best minor league systems, and the Rays were second. Kenny Rosenberg has had an amazing first half. Josh Fleming has as well, but the guy who has really stood out more than anyone else has been Sam McWilliams.
Swing, and there's a base hit on the ground in the left field.
Baseball is a grind, so you can't just take a kid out of college who's playing something like 40 games and then throw him on the major league roster and have him play 162 just like that, not only physically, but it's going to take a mental toll.
There's so much discussion these days about which conference is the best conference in college football, be it the Pac-12, the Big Ten, or the SEC.
Hope you guys like Batman, because the Biscuits have a guy named Lucius Fox who's on the team. That was Morgan Freeman's character in the Christopher Nolan movies. I can't wait to see him. This is the first outfielder that the Minnesota Twins have taken in the first round since 1969. So it's been a little while. They had a guy named Killebrew for a little while, I think was pretty good.
Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, home to just over 50,000 people, and the Kansas State Wildcats, who today welcome rivals Oklahoma to Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
He's been outstanding, and he's a Division III guy. I mean, I almost walked on to my Division III school where I went to college, so that should give you an idea as to how far he's come. You have an ERA below 1 right now, .60, so you're pitching extraordinarily well. I mean, how have you felt this season? Last time that happened to a Major League ball club was the 2009 San Francisco Giants. What happened the next year? They won their first of 3 World Series in 5 years. Are the Rays next? We know they're already headed to the postseason. Right. It's just a matter of which team they're going to play. And right now, that's looking like it's going to be the Jackson Generals for the 3rd time in 4 years. Oh, boy. Hope you're ready for these. I feel like Little House on the Prairie. Laura Ingalls Wilder. And then it's on the road to Mobile to face a team we haven't seen since April. So they're probably going to look pretty different. But I like where the Biscuits are sitting right now. This guy hit .462, okay, over the course of a season. That's the highest batting average ever over the course of a single season. You even have a bat that's in Cooperstown. What happened that summer?
I don't know.
The best part of being here in Montgomery and doing my job is watching these kids progress through the minors. I remember my first year, Blake Snell was here. We had Willie Adames here, Jake Bowers, and guys like Brandon Lau. Can't forget Brandon Lau, who hit cleanup on opening day for the Rays. Not even a year earlier, he was hitting 3rd for the Biscuits. So just goes to show you a lot can happen in a year. Josh is doing great, and I'm sure you guys heard, but we had a morning game here on Monday. Josh got the news from Nate on Sunday that he was going up, so as soon as the game was over on Monday, Josh got in his car, he drove to Atlanta, flew to Kansas City to watch Nate make his Major League debut, and I guess his Uber driver was about 15 minutes late in picking him up, so he didn't see the hit, but as he got into Kauffman Stadium, Nate was rounding first, headed for second, and then he obviously got to celebrate with Nate and the rest of his family. You had that great story about how he was working out with Francisco Lindor, the Indians all-star shortstop, and Lindor said, man, if you make the double jump, which is go up 2 levels, I'll buy you a nice watch. Nate Lowe's making a pretty good case for it right now.
He might end up with a pretty nice watch.
I think so. And it's Frankie Lindor. I mean, come on. That's going to be a really nice watch. And then Peter Maris, of course, the grandson of Roger Maris. Just kidding. He's not. But he's playing like it. On the mound, though, it's a completely different story. This guy is averaging 15.9 strikeouts per 9 innings. He has 33 over his first 18 2/3 innings. And on opening night here at Riverwalk Stadium, he actually fanned 11 4 2/3 innings.
So I'd say the left arm's doing just fine.
It'll be Wyatt Strahan on the mound for Pensacola and Benton Moss for the Biscuits, coming off of his first 9-inning complete game of his professional career. These are the only two teams that have made the postseason the last 3 years in the Southern League, and we'll find out who wins the series tonight between the Biscuits and Wahoos. Game 5, the rubber match, is next right here on CST.
The 1-0. Swing, and there it goes in the air to deep left. Did Padlow get enough of it? You bet he did. A 2-run home run here in the 9th inning to give the Biscuits a 3-1 lead.
By number 11, Kayla Thigpen, and back come the Knights. The nimble KK Wright gives it to Thigpen. She'll fire a 3 at the top of the key, and she hits it. And now it's UCF back on top, 15-14 here with 9:32 to go in the second quarter.
And here's Puzo. Gonna heave one deep down the field. He's got Myers wide open for the touchdown.
Hardy centering it to Corbell. Corbell, some nice stick work there. Corbell, the shot. Great save by Swanson. The rebound. Fiddler scores. Leland Fiddler. And Corbell is the most ecstatic about that one. That play was too good not to get a goal from.
And now something is on the field. It looks like a cat. And look at the cat running down the third baseline near the Biscuit dugout. And it's just going to keep on going. It leaps up onto the backstop. Now it's going over near the Biscuit dugout. Morgan Ensberg tries to grab it. He cannot. Ensberg chasing it down, and he cannot get the cat. It's running down the track now. It will leap up into the seats, and there it goes. That was unbelievable. And now the kids are chasing the cat, and some woman has just picked it up. Is it her cat? You do wonder.